brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
What up, and welcome to another episode of the iBall podcast. I'm your host, Derek Williams, also known as D-Will, the coach, and I'm flying solo. It's been a minute since your boy done flew solo, man. That's right, man, but it's all good. It's good reason why. Let me say, good reason why. Why is that, you ask? Coach Chill Will. He is in Natchitoches, Louisiana, dropping off Greedy at Northwestern State University. That's right, man. He is starting his college career. So, man, I'm by myself. Hey, listen, we got the jersey here. You know, he representing. Got mine as always, somewhere back here. Probably failed. But, man, it's all good. Interesting week in sports, man. Interesting week in high school basketball. Interesting week in college basketball. And what we're going to talk about today, y'all, is not a lot of preliminaries. What we're going to talk about today is what's going on in the transition of this June month. A lot of people are confused on what June actually is in terms of high school basketball. All right? Because understand, June is I don't even know how to put it, what type of month it actually is. It's a month that you got to go hoop. But you got to go hoop with your team. After all these months of playing AAU basketball and playing one level of basketball, now you going and it all slows down. It all slows down to where it's, hey, we're going to hone in, we're going to lock in, and we're talking about one thing, and that's state championship. We're talking about Blue Mountains. So with this summertime, teams really take advantage of it. And I'm going to tell you like this. I'm going to get back to my preliminaries. But I'm going to tell you like this. A lot of teams take big time opportunity with this June month. And I'm going to tell you who does it very well. The city of Birmingham. The city of Birmingham does play. Bruh, they done had several play dates already. I mean, the first weekend of June, not practice, not, hey, we're going to start off and we're going to start our practice. No, they are playing games. Whether it's structured scrimmages or play dates under the whistle, they are doing it. And I must commend them. And little word I got back, man, it was all over the internet. I heard Pinson Valley looks good next year. I'm just going to put that out there. I heard Pinson Valley looks good for next year. We all know Coach Barber keeps him stable. And the last 2 years, he's failed to make it to the Final Four. All right. He's failed to make it to the Final Four. So you better believe he's put together a group that is poised to get to the Final Four this year. That's just my early what they call it, the way too early prediction. The way too early. That's what I got. I got Pinson Valley going to the Final Four in Class 6A coming up this season. Way too early. But listen, from what I'm hearing, those guys are ready for it. With Caleb White, Ray Glizzy. I call him Glizzy. Look at this. Ray McCants, we got T.C. Connor. Listen, I can go on and on and on. But that group is poised for a big year. They're poised for a big year. I just called out Ray Instagram. So y'all go follow him since I just put it out there. Go follow him, Ray Glizzy on Instagram. But, yeah, man, back to the preliminaries, man. We got, of course, y'all see me in my Guard Your Man gear right now. We got something going on right now, y'all. It's a T-shirt. And we mentioned it last week. B coined the phrase. It's a T-shirt brand raiser. So our T-shirt brand raiser is going on right now. We're raising money for Guard Your Man, not only for our AAU program, but for our nonprofit organization overall. Go check out the website. It's guardyourman.bigcartel.com. That's guardyourman.bigcartel.com. Go to the online store, man. Pick it up. We got polos for sale. We got T-shirts for sale. Go buy you some Guard Your Man gear, man, and support the movement and what we got going on. That's also, one more time, that's guardyourman.bigcartel.com. Also, man, our main man, Christian Brooks, you already know, man, Modern Day TV is in the building right now, man. But listen, Y'all know where we grew up from, man. And if anybody has any ties to Montgomery, really probably the state of Alabama, because they've had it on lock from the state of Alabama since the inception of sports, it feels like. But the YMCA, y'all. The YMCA. That's right. Oh, for us, for all the Montgomery heads, it's the Southeast Y. That's what we know as the Southeast Y. Now the Midtown YMCA, they're having their summer sports camp, ages 6 to 12, man. It's starting up on tomorrow, but it goes all the way through July the 28th. Of this year, man, June 6th through July 28th. Go sign up. Hit up Christian Brooks, man. Holla at him. Let him know, man. It is half a day right now. They're going from 9 a.m. to 12:30. Drop off at 8. Pick them up at 1. Ain't that right, Christian? Monday through Thursday, man. So, hey, go check it out. Only $70 for members. $140 for non-members. Go check it out, man. Summer camps. They're not just doing basketball, y'all. They're doing all sports. They're doing basketball, baseball, football. They're going to throw some soccer in there. They might even put a racket in their hand and do a little tennis. What's the new sport? Pickleball. They're going to play some pickleball, man. Kickball, everything. So go check it out, man. The YMCA, Midtown YMCA summer camps, man. Go check it out, ages 6 to 12. Parents, we know school is out now. If y'all got something that y'all want y'all kids to do, put them in that. Put them in that. Coach D. Will told you so. But, man, let's get on into this episode, man. And I just mentioned it a little bit, man. We're going to talk a little bit about AAU season winding down. For the last 4 months, man, we've been going hard since March. AAU season has been going hard since March. It's been tournaments damn near every weekend. All over the country, all over the region. AAU tournaments have been going down. And here's the thing. I've seen a lot of good basketball on the circuit, and I've also seen a lot of bad basketball on the circuit. And the difference in between having a major circuit and a non-major circuit is the talent that you put on the floor and the talent that you attract. And it's levels to this is basically what I'm saying. You got your YBOA level. You have your AAU level. You have your small AAU. You got all these type of everywhere they're hooping. And they've been doing it for, like I said, the last 4 months. But now AAU season has winded down. We have made it into June, like I mentioned, and it's now time for school ball season. School ball summer season, where you're going to have play dates, team camps, practices. All those type things are going on where you're with your team, you're with your head coach, you're with your classmates / teammates, and y'all are getting back to the grind, getting ready for next winter to get on the grind, try to win the state championship. But my question is your game going to transfer from the AAU season to the school season? What did you pick up on during the AAU season that's going to help you in your school season? Did you improve on something that you needed to improve on going into this school season? Because here's the thing. A lot of high school coaches look at AAU. Some, they used to, not as much anymore, but they used to frown upon AAU. Because it's a lot of structured basketball. It's not based on skill or learning the game. It's really based on athleticism and who can play. It's a lot of freelance basketball, so to speak. And we all know once you get to your school ball, it's not going to be much freelance basketball. It's not a lot of teams that play any freelance basketball. It may look like it, like Coach Barber plays an open type of offense. Down at Coleman, they play open offense, pass and cut. At Mountain Brook, and I can go on and on about teams and how they play the game. But it's totally different from school ball to AAU ball. AAU ball is legit. I'm out here and I'm hooping. Some coaches have had guys for a long time over the years, and they've been able to implement offenses and implement plays and things of that nature that you go watch an AAU team and they look like a well-oiled machine. But basically, man, AAU basketball is wide open basketball. So how can you adjust from coming from that to come to your team where on your AAU team, you might have been able to take 15 shots per game, 20 shots per game. You might have been able to turn the ball over 3 or 4 times and not be taken out of the game. You might have been able to miss a defensive assignment or miss a rebound or anything of that nature, and nothing happens. But now you're on a team where you can't take 15 or 20 shots. You do get chastised when you miss a defensive assignment. How does your game translate from AAU back to school ball? Have you improved on those type of things? Can your coach get you back and say, AAU really helped him? AAU really helped that kid. Now, every coach is going to tell you that, yes, hey, I want all of my kids to play. I don't care what they're doing. We got to keep the ball in their hand. Me and Christian just had a conversation before we came on there. Kids play a lot of sports. And whenever they're in the middle of one sport, what do you want to do? You want to make sure they're still touching the ball on those other sports that they're missing out on right now. You still want to be able to do that. So a coach is going to always tell his players, if you can play, especially, y'all hear me say this all the time, if you can play under a whistle, go play under the whistle. You can go do that. However, when you get back to me, I better see some improvement. I shouldn't be seeing the same mistakes from you that I saw last year. If so, your AAU program isn't helping you. You're not getting any better by doing that. And a lot of guys don't get better by doing it. They just go play. And I'm really talking to my athletes right now, my young athletes. I'm really talking to you right now. And here's what I'm saying to you. That needs to be your focus whenever you go play. When you go play AAU basketball, it needs to be, hey, I'm out here to work on something. I'm out here to make a weakness that I have. I'm out here to improve on that weakness. And why do I say that's what you need to be doing when you're playing AAU basketball? Because of the reasons I just mentioned. You're not going to get taken out if you're missing a defensive assignment. You're not going to get taken out if you take 3 or 4 bad shots in a row. You're able to do that. So my thing is, if you have that type of freedom while playing, why not go ahead and work on the skills that you know you need work on? So when you do get back to your school, when you do get back to your head coach, he sees those improvements in your game. So guess what he might do? He might start putting you in a position where you can get 10, 15, 20 shots a game, especially if you're that type player. For other guys that are developmental, that are coming up, we just had a lot of tryouts go on at a lot of high schools, a lot of tryouts. And you got a lot of guys that play AAU basketball that didn't make their high school teams, didn't make their junior varsity, didn't make their middle school basketball teams. Why is that? And you've been playing 3 or 4 months of AAU basketball. Have you not improved enough to where you can go and make your high school or middle school team? That should be the point of AAU. The point of AAU is to improve your skills. But if your skills are steadily not improving, what's the point of going? What's the point of doing it? What's the point of a coach making sure his kids have somewhere to play if they don't come back better? So this June, I'm telling you, I'm positive. These coaches are looking for different players. They're looking to come in and say, okay, who do I have? This is what I'm going to look like next year. How am I going to be improved? Hopefully this guy has improved on this because I know we're going to need this for next season. Hopefully this guy has improved his ball handling and decision making. Hopefully he's not a walking turnover anymore. However, if you're out there and you're playing willy-nilly and not working on those type things and you're still being a walking turnover, guess what? Guess what? You're going to struggle when you get back to your coach. And he's going to give you a hard time. Because I would give you a hard time. So my thing is, use AAU for what it's worth. But now that you're about to lock in with your schools, lock in. Lock in. Lock into what's going on so y'all can get a common goal. And to my coaches, coaches, let me holler at you real quick. Let me tell you what you should be using this June time for. You should be using this June time to set up how should I say it? Yeah, you should be setting a precedent. Yeah, I can say that. However, you should be honing your players into the point where they understand what the goals will be once it becomes basketball season. You need to be implementing your principles right now. Whatever that may be, however you go about it, you need to be implementing that right now. Whatever it is, whether it's a dress code that you have or the way you carry yourself in public, if you can wear earrings or necklaces or all of that type of stuff. And the reason I say you use that time to iron out all those things, because that's not the type of stuff you want to have to deal with during the season. You don't want to come time for this. You don't want it to come October and you're having those type of conversations. Your guys don't know what to expect from you going forward. Yeah, you could be putting in your offense, but you don't need to be worrying too much about if they can run play A or if they can run play B. You need to be putting in your basic offense. Whether it's you run a secondary break. If you run secondary, you need to be honing in on your secondary break. If you run a pass and cut offense, a 5-out or a 4-out, 1-in type of offense, you need to be implementing your principles in your offense. Not so much the actual play. You need to be doing skill development and principle implementation. Ooh, that was nice. You need to do skill development and principle implementation. Hey, fellas, if our press is a 1-2-1-1 or 1-2-2 press, this is what we're looking to do in this press. Here's what we're looking to get out of us running this press. If we run a 2-2-1, full court, half court, 3/4 court, this is what we are looking for when we're running this defense. And everybody should be in practice every day doing shell drill, teaching man-to-man principles. That should be consistently happening all the time. All the time, that should be happening. So, with all that being said, coaches, focus on that. Don't focus so much on, hey, you need to cut here. You need to be here. We're going to run this. No, implement your principles. Let your guys know exactly what it is that you want. Hey, man, coach is going to be looking for us to do this, this, and this. And I'm really talking about defensively. Defensively. Because unless you're a new coach, like Howard Pride at Jemison in Huntsville, and he's not really a new coach because he's been there before. This is his second stint there. But for those type coaches, they need to be implementing what it is that we do. What's my philosophy? What's to be expected? It should be a lot of literature given out to players during June. And when I say literature, you got your mission statement, so to speak. You can give them a playbook. I don't know how many too many. I don't know last time I seen somebody write down some plays, like some X's and O's. And hey, I don't remember last time I seen that. I know Coach Anthony McCall, the old athletic director and head basketball coach at Montgomery Academy. He was real good. He had a playbook, like old school. Had a playbook with all the plays broke down and what the progressions were going through. Like, I hadn't seen one of those since Coach McCall. So I'm not sure if coaches still do that. But you do need to be implementing your principles and what you expect from your players right now. And you know what else you need to be doing? You need to be playing a lot of damn games. Don't be around here with all this practicing. Don't be in here with all this practicing. Yeah, you can go every day, man, but you need to be playing. Coach Barber didn't play games. Central Phoenix City has played games. Even though I heard Pinson put it on Central Phoenix City pretty bad, and they said Jacoby Hill and Bryce Dawkins was there. And they put it on him pretty bad. And if I remember correctly, I don't even think Caleb White was playing. I don't think he showed up to the fourth quarter, and they still won by like 25 plus. I heard Ray McCants had 25, and I think TC had about 30 is what I'm hearing. And then I think they went over to the Hoover play date, and they played well, and they also played well at a Fairfield play date, if I'm not mistaken. But, man, do you hear what I just said? I said all that for a reason. You see all them games they playing? We in the first weekend of summer school ball, and they done played, I know, at least 7 games. Already. I know some teams here in Montgomery, they haven't even started practice yet. They're not even practicing. How are you not even got in the gym with your guys? And we got teams in other areas that have, let me tell you how bad it is. Gardner, man, 13U and 15U played in the Hoop Fest in the Gump this weekend at the multiplex in downtown. We're not going to talk about the outcome. That's not important. That's not what my point is, y'all. It's not about if we won or lost and how we played this weekend. That's not the point of this conversation, okay? The point of this conversation is I saw some guys that play high school basketball, whether it be JV or varsity, playing AAU basketball this weekend. How? June is no AAU unless it's middle school or below. I was expecting to go and try to register our 15U team, and they hit me back and say, yeah, we couldn't make 15U. We don't have enough teams. But I saw guys playing 15U. Man, listen. I'm finna circle back to these players real quick. And parents. Y'all open your ears on this topic right here also. Do y'all know what was going on this weekend? Do you know how recruiting is done in June? Y'all quiet. Y'all didn't say nothing. So I'm going to take that as y'all don't know. Recruiting in June is done by quote-unquote elite camps. Lee University, a D2 in Tennessee this weekend, had an elite camp. Ole Miss had an elite camp. UAH, if I'm not mistaken, had an elite camp. And I can go on and on and on about D1 and D2 schools that had elite camps this weekend. You shouldn't have been playing in a gym where there's nobody yet to watch you besides your family and friends. You should have been in somebody's elite camp trying to get on the radar of a coach. Because I'm going to tell you something, especially at these D2 and lower elite camps, let me tell you what they're really good at. Collaborating. You can go to a D2 elite camp, and it's 6 other D2s there, 5 JUCOs there. So it's coaches and representatives from everywhere at these elite camps. So answer this for me. Why are you playing in an AAU tournament in the first weekend in June and not at an elite camp or playing with your school team? That baffled me. I'm not understanding. It's so many opportunities for guys to get noticed. However, we've talked about this before. However, they don't take advantage of it. They don't take advantage of the opportunities that are set forth in their face. The opportunities are right here. It's so many, but you got to do your due diligence. Yeah, iBall Podcast gives y'all a lot of information. And it's a lot of y'all that listen every weekend. I thank y'all so much. The listenership continues to go up. But make sure y'all go watch the YouTube, man. Go watch the YouTube on iBall Podcast YouTube, iBall Radio YouTube page. Go check it out. Christian's doing a great job. He got us looking real good. So go check it out. But still, listen to me. I understand we give y'all a lot of information. And here over the last several weeks, we've been on NIL. And before that, we were on the transfer portal. And just giving y'all the basis of recruiting. So now I remember I mentioned to y'all we're about to really dive into the recruiting part. And that's what we're going to do right here. Understand this for me. If you really want to be recruited and you're really looking to be a next level college bound athlete, if that's what you're looking to do, you have to do your due diligence into making sure that happens. Because I've said it. Listen, my face blue. I know my face blue because I done said this till I was blue in the face. They're not coming to watch you. They're not coming to see you play. Coaches want to recruit where they can see multiple people. Right now, we're talking about the month of June and what goes on in the month of June. You know what goes on in the month of July? It's live period time. So all coaches are going to be out, but they're going to these places where they can recruit multiple kids at one time. It's the same thing for June. We can't get out on the road. There's no basketball being played on the AAU circuit. So what am I going to do? I'm going to visit high schools. I'm going to go watch practices. And I'm going to get in the gym and throw me an elite camp. And I'm going to make sure all the players can come to me. So I can recruit multiple players. I can get guys that I'm targeting. I can get them there. I can get some guys that I want to see I can get them there and put them up against the guys that I'm targeting. And then I'm hoping that other guys that are not on my radar come in the gym and I can see them also. That's how recruiting is done. So if you're not taking advantage of that, please tell me how you expect to be recruited. You're not going to be recruited if you don't do your due diligence. They're not coming to the gym to watch you play. No matter how much you want it to happen that way. No matter how good you think you are. No matter how great you've been playing over the last several months on your mom and pop AAU team. They're not coming to watch you play. So guess what you got to do? You got to go to them sometimes. You got to pick up that phone and call them. You got to pick up your computer, type in and email them. I'm going to give y'all a piece of game. I'm going to give you a piece of game. Now, I'm talking to the athlete that's not being recruited or highly under-recruited, and you're looking for exposure. I'm going to give y'all a piece of game right here. I'm going to write this down. Freeegame. This is free game. Every single site at every single college, at every single program in the country. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I'm talking 10 out of 10. Go to their website. Type in the school. Type in athletics. Type in basketball. Whatever it is you want to do. Go to the website. Let me tell you what they got on their website. It's called a questionnaire. You can go fill out all of your info. I mean, some of these questionnaires get so detailed, it's crazy. They want to know every piece of information about you. Not only that, some got essay questions. They want to know what your reading and comprehension and writing is like. They want to see what your communication skills are like in a questionnaire. Go fill out the questionnaire. Go fill that out. After you fill out the questionnaire, call the school. Get in touch with an assistant coach. If you can somehow get in touch with their head coach, get in touch with somebody on staff. It might be director of basketball operations. It might be a grad assistant. It might be a damn secretary. Get in touch with somebody. Get on their radar. You fill out the questionnaire. Now guess what you got? Now you got contact. Find out when their basketball camps / elite camps are being held. Go to those basketball camps and elite camps. Contact the person that you've already contacted prior to going to these camps and let them know you're coming. When you get to the camps, go find that person and introduce yourself. Have that person introduce you to other coaches. Have that person take you to the head coach. Build a relation. Free game. That's how you get recruited. That's you doing your due diligence of being recruited. Now, I've given y'all game in the past about making sure your social media right, making sure you got game film readily available, make sure you got highlight tapes readily available, make sure you got your information where it's readily available. I've given you that type game before. Now I just gave you some real game. Go fill out that questionnaire on every website. If you want to go to Lipscomb, go to Lipscomb. Fill out that questionnaire. You want to go to Temple University, go fill out Temple University's questionnaire. Go to Temple University's elite camp. Find out where Temple University, what elite camps of Temple University going to frequent. Because I told you all these coaches go to all these elite camps. If mine's not this weekend, I'm going to go to somebody else's so I can go see who they got in the gym. Go play in games. Go to your team camp and snap. I might need to pull. If B was here, he might be pulling me back. Because the game is to be sold, not to be told. But I'm here telling it to you. I'm telling it to you right now. When you go to these team camps with your high school, right? When I coached at Montgomery Academy for all those years, we used to go to Birmingham Southern team camp every year, right? You can go to Auburn has one of the best teams. I remember going to Auburn's team camp last summer. It was very good. I remember seeing Carson Muse there. Carson Muse played very well last year at Auburn team camp, and you saw Coach Flanagan, Auburn assistant coach, at every one of his games, and he was killing it. I like Carson Muse a lot. Our last installment of the iBall lottery rankings, I put him in number 2. And the iBall lottery rankings are coming soon. Don't worry about that, y'all. They're coming. But here's what I'm telling you. Go to those team camps. And when you go to those team camps, I hope you already contacted somebody at Auburn or wherever you're going to your team, Birmingham, wherever your team camp is. I hope you contacted somebody. You've already filled out their questionnaire. You contacted somebody saying, hey, my high school is planning y'all's team camp this weekend. You might want to come check me out and watch me play. Now, okay, I'm finna play devil's advocate. Don't be calling these folks and bothering these folks if you can't hoop. I'm just saying. Don't be calling these folks and bothering these folks if you can't hoop. If you know you don't get a lot of tick on your team, don't be calling these folks. Play it the right way. Don't call them to come watch you play on team. You need to go to their elite camp and do your thing. Well, you're a little bit more open setting. But understand, do what you need to do, man. Do your due diligence in order to make sure you're getting the exposure you need. Because without the exposure, I'm here to tell y'all people, they're not coming to see you. I might just harp on that every season for the life of the iBall podcast. I'm going to always talk about that. Unless something drastic changes in the world of recruiting, I'm going to always harp on that. Because that is what it is. It's the truth. Right now in today's climate, that is the truth. So what are you doing to make sure you're getting your name out there? I just gave y'all some free game. All right, you know what? I had like 2 more things to talk about. And I'm going to talk about one of them. But I'm going to end it there. I'm going to go short on y'all. Because the game I just gave y'all was key. And I kind of want to leave you with that. Because here's something. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I kind of accelerated the conversation of the free game. The free game was supposed to be the end of the episode, and I dropped that free game on you because I wanted that to be your lasting thing that you heard so that you go out and do it. But I kind of got excited and threw it out there a little early. But it's needed. And I kind of want to leave you with that. But I got to talk about something else, too. I got to talk about something else before I get out of here. And that is, I'm sick of seeing this. Okay. This is something that irks me to the end of time. And some people might say I'm overreacting. Some might even say I'm tripping. Some might even say I done got old and I'm the old geezer, get off my lawn. But I am sick of seeing the AAU garb. And y'all like, what is AAU garb? It's a double entendre I'm using with the word garb. I'm talking about the AAU garbage, and I'm also talking about the AAU drip. It drives me, like I'm rubbing my head right now. Y'all, when y'all go watch this on YouTube, you're gonna see me rubbing my temples because I'm frustrated. To watch these kids walk around in the slides, the book bag, the Beats on, or the AirPods in, or got your jersey tied around your book bag, and you get out there during a timeout or during halftime and you got your headphones on and you look cool and you shooting your jump shots with the fadeaway. You got your slides on and you. Man, I saw that 50 million times this weekend. And I'm going to tell you what I did. I made a conscious effort to say, I'm going to pick 3 of these guys out. Because at one point it was like 25 of them, right? All standing in front of me. And I was just irked. So I picked 3 of them out of the crowd. The 3 that were the coolest, the real Joe Cool. I'm walking around and I got the ball and I'm shooting. And when everybody else come to shoot, I take the ball and I go to the other end. And when people come down there, I kind of start acting like I'm okay. So I wanted to go see that kid play. That's what y'all care about, ain't it? That's all y'all care about when it comes to AAU basketball. Y'all don't care about getting better. Y'all don't care about getting better and improving your basketball game. Y'all want to look cool. Y'all out here for social media pics. Y'all out here to say, oh yeah, I play AAU basketball to your friends that don't know nothing about AAU basketball. But to talk about these kids that I went and watched, the 3 that I picked out that I went and watched. Horrible. One of them didn't even get in the game at any point. 0 tick on a team with only 9 players. So when 5 was in, it was 4 on the bench. The other 3 played, he didn't. He was dressed out, went through warm-ups, everything. Now he wasn't hurt. Now he didn't play. As soon as, y'all, I'm not making this up. As soon as the game is over, he gets back into his AAU garb, and y'all would not believe what he did next. He started walking around with the gun massager. I was like, oh, he got it down pat. I mean, he got the whole thing down pat. Boy, you ain't played 1 minute, but you sitting with the gun massager. I'm done. So listen, that just burns me up. The AAU garbage burns me up. To see it not being used and utilized for the great tool that it actually is. The great tool that AAU actually is, it irks me not to see people take advantage of it. So that was the AAU garb. Remember, I double entendre that thing. That was the AAU garb that irritates me. The AAU garbage that irritates me are these damn coaches. Why are y'all out here arguing with these referees? Don't y'all see it's a 2-man team and they never cross half court? You got this half, I got this half. They ain't crossing half court. So why is y'all arguing with who is out here trying to win AAU championships? On the indie level now. If you're EYBL squad, it makes sense. You're trying to keep your contract. 3 stripes, UAA. I get that part. That's competitive. And I ain't saying nobody should go out no time and not expect to win a basketball game. We didn't play well this weekend, but I stepped on that court and I want to win every basketball game I'm in. Every single one. If I'm on the sideline and I got anything to guard your man, Jim will be competing for basketball games. We don't want to lose at all. We ain't out there just to play and to look good, even though we have very nice uniforms. We ain't out there for that. We out there to improve. Even if we lose, we're looking to improve. That's what we're out there to do. Coaches, calm down. I understand that a lot of guys who are coaching these AAU teams are living out a dream of always wanting to coach. Never got the opportunity or don't know, I don't know what the circumstances are. Whatever the circumstances are, it's cool. But take a chill pill before you come in there. Take a chill pill before you come in there. If you partake in other things, partake in that before you come in there. Whatever you got to do to calm yourself down before you step on that sideline, calm yourself down. Man, I played a game yesterday. They got 2 technical fouls from the bench. And then something happened that I've never seen happen before. A coach gets a technical foul. Of course, after you get a technical foul on the high school level, they make you sit down. You can't stand up and coach anymore. Guess what they do? The coach gets a technical foul and has to sit down. How about he steps off the bench, goes to sit by the wall, and then the other coach stands up and starts coaching. They switched coaches in the middle of the game. Switched head coaches in the middle of the game. That's AAU basketball. So if the referees are allowing that type of stuff to go on, why are you out here screaming at these referees? Why are you getting in a situation where you're getting a technical foul from a referee in an AAU basketball game? I don't know. I just look at it a little different. I'm looking at it, are we getting better? Are we getting better? Now, listen, I get it. A lot of people are out here with different agendas and different scenarios. Some people out here, hey, man, I'm trying to get me a deal. Like some of these teams out here are created because they want to get on the EYBL. They want to get on the 3 stripes. They want to get on the UAA. And that's fine and dandy if that's where your program is headed. Not saying to guard your man. And we got another arm. We just hadn't announced that yet. But we got another arm also. But right now, we hang with our guard your man right now. So y'all just be on the lookout for that. Okay? Couple years, maybe. This might be a little bit down the road. But it's coming. But that's all I'm saying. I get what your agenda is, whatever it is. But man, chill out on the referees, man. Chill out on the referees. Now, as I say that, referees, use this time to also get better at what you do. Don't just come out here to get these $20, $25 and move on. Improve your skills. I had 2 conversations with a referee today. And I hope during the school year he referees a game like this. But we had conversation about calls that he missed and calls. Let me tell you what a referee told me today. He told me 2 hands is not a foul if it doesn't impede the progress of the player. That's a lie. Don't y'all know how police officers always making up laws and making up stuff to make you react and do stuff? You know how, what the people call, man? They called, they call something where they go out and they got a camera and they provoke the police and make the police look stupid. I forgot what those guys are called. They have a name, right? And they're all over TikTok. And they just go out and they provoke police by like recording inside their cars, whatever it is. That ain't what I'm talking about. But those type of guys, right, that they just provoke to get a reaction, right? They're provoking you to get a reaction. Referees, stop falling for that. Stop falling for that. Some of these guys are just provoking reactions out of you, making you get emotional and making you call a bad game. Use the summer right now, referees, to get better also. That's why I guard your man, we got a refereeing clinic coming up where we're going to have my older brother that y'all don't know, and I'm not talking about Brian, my other older brother, Chess, who lives in Atlanta, runs a referee association. So we're going to have something where we're going to help referees get better at what they do. We're going to teach referees how to ref. The same way we're teaching coaches how to coach. Because shout out to Coach, he's now coach. He didn't used to be coach, but now we can call him coach. Shout out to my boy John Williams. Now Coach John Williams, who came out this weekend and coached the Guard Your Man 15U program. And I'm going to tell y'all something about this young guy. He's going to be a damn good coach. For 2 reasons. Of course, 1, his knowledge of the game, but 2, his enthusiasm, his ability to communicate with guys, his ability to not be afraid to communicate with guys, his ability to talk, his ability to get his point across, his ability to coach and call timeouts and his substitute. Listen, for this to be his first time doing it on the sideline by himself, and like I say, B was out of town, so he wasn't there. I stepped back. I didn't even sit back on the bench when I stood back and let him go. Threw a little hints every now and again just to help him out, but stood in the back and really let him do his thing. He was coaching a bunch of guys. He didn't even know their names. He was having to call them by number until he learned their names. But he picked up on that fast. So I want to give a shout out to Coach John. Guard your man, coach. Hey, listen, I told y'all, man, we're building the staff. We got 2 more coming. I ain't ready to announce yet. I saw 1 this weekend. I'm going to go and throw that fishing hook and reel him in. One of our young boys we used to have back in the day, we getting that crew back in. John's one of our guys from back in the day. We got 2 more coming in from back in the day. So the Guard Your Man iBall brand is steadily, it's going to grow. It's going to matriculate as it should. But shout out to Coach John for coaching at Guardian Man 15U this weekend. He did a standout job. The guys went 1-2. They got to win. They went 1-2 on the weekend. So they got a dub. Got a dub this morning. So shout out to them. And now that we're off, and hopefully every school is doing something with school ball. If not, guys, make sure you keep the ball in your hand. I understand that a lot of guys play a lot of sports, and you're going to have summer football workouts. You're going to have summer soccer workouts. You're going to have summer basketball workouts. But, man, concentrate on basketball. Give it the time it needs. When you go to basketball practice, but you play a little baseball, go to the batting cage. Or if you're a pitcher, go throw you some pitches. Continue to work on your craft and everything. However, make sure you're touching the ball every single day if possible. Take you 1 or 2 days off, but not many, especially not in the month of June. Because here's my thing. Early in the episode, I told you about moving from AAU basketball back to school ball. But understand, after you get this work with your school team and you go into this July live period, you better be ready to go. You better be ready to lace them up and get it in. Because like I say, coaches are on. This is going to be their last trek of recruiting through this summer. So you better be ready for live periods in July. Be ready for them. Go out there and snap. And do the things that I told you in this episode. These damn jewels I just given. Don't be letting this fall on deaf ears. I'm giving you this free game for a reason. Heed it. Do those things. And I'm telling you, it'll work out better for you. It'll work out better for you. But with that being said, man, I'm going to get up out of here tonight, man. I appreciate y'all hanging out. I just wanted to come talk to y'all, man. Coach Chillwill, like I said, is in Natchitoches, Louisiana, dropping out greedy at Northwestern State University as he starts his college career, man. Won't be very long. But we going to college for now. So as we do this, shout out to him. Shout out to Coach Corey Gibson and the whole staff out there at Northwestern State University in the Southland Conference. I'm looking for a conference championship this year. I'm looking for Greedy to be freshman of the year, and I'm looking for him to lead the league in assists. Yeah, that's right, man. We got big hopes. We put pressure on ourselves around here. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. And remember, man, go to the YouTube page, iBall Radio YouTube page. Go subscribe, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Go support the YouTube page as we start doing more stuff. We're going to do more stuff. We're going to do more than just post the whole episode. We're going to start breaking these down and giving them to you because we know y'all attention span short as hell. So we're going to start breaking these down. And stuff. I'm going to break this episode down with some of this game I just gave y'all. I'm going to break it down and I'm going to drop them in little YouTube clips. Because we dropped the whole YouTube on Friday. And we dropped the podcast on Monday at noon, as y'all know. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to start dropping y'all some snippets of what to look for in the podcast. We're going to start doing y'all like Vlad TV. We're going to do y'all like Vlad. We're going to give y'all little snippets here and there, and then you can go watch the whole thing when we drop it. How that sound to y'all? I think that sounds pretty good to me. But go listen, go subscribe to the iBall Radio YouTube page. And also remember, Brand Razor. The Guard Your Man t-shirt, Brand Razor. Going on right now. guardyourman.bigcartel.com. That's guardyourman.bigcartel.com. Go on there. Online store is wide open. Click on the shirt. We got polos. We got Guard Your Man t-shirts. Several color options. We got polos, several color options. Go in there, order yours, man. Support the brand, support the movement, man. And like I say, the Midtown YMCA starting tomorrow, June 6th through July 28th. Go sign up for the summer sports camp. They're doing all sports, just not sports specific, every single day, Monday through Thursday, man. 9 a.m., 12 p.m. Be there to pick your kids up by 1 o'clock, man. Anybody trying to hold y'all kids out there. But be on time to pick them up, man. So go check that out. Also, man, hit my boy Christian Brooks up, man. He'll get you all signed up for that. And then you already know, man, go follow me on all my social media, man. That's at iBall Radio on Instagram and Twitter. That's at iBall Radio on Instagram and Twitter. Also, go find me on Instagram and Twitter at _Real Talk Tees and on Twitter at Coach_iBall. And also, go check out at Guard Your Man on Instagram. That's all my social media. Go follow. Don't go lurk. Go follow me. Go follow me. Go follow me. I'm going to say it one time. Go follow me. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight, man. Hopefully I gave y'all something that's going to help you out, man. Until next time, you guys go out and be great. In order to be great, make sure you do something great for somebody else. And y'all already know they call me Coach because I teach you how to ball. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.